did a public health seminar with a group of students. The class was called Pandemics and Politics in the UR history department. And what I did was really try to present science as the foundation for our response to pandemics. When politics enters the picture, it needs to conform to science and try and get us out of the pandemic rather than digging in deeper. And one of the things that I've been talking about lately is trying to simplify our response to pandemics and say, what we're trying to do here is stop virus spread, plain and simple. The other thing I talk about is, as you know, people have heard thousands of times before, is that the past informs the future, or as Shakespeare said in The Tempest, what's past is prologue. A couple examples from the AIDS pandemic were the Ryan White Care Act, which is federal legislation that funds care of people with HIV. And Trillium Health and Community Health Network before that have been Ryan White grant recipients since the program was started in 1990. The other is the United States PEPFAR program, the President's Emergency Plan for AIDS Relief, which is a global initiative where we have spent billions of dollars and saved some 25 million lives, according to the estimates. And who do you think initiated that? George W. Bush. We talked about the rapid development of the COVID vaccine, the mRNA vaccines. One of the students said, well, you know, I have family members who say they don't trust this vaccine because it was developed so fast. We were talking about messaging, so he said, well, what do you tell people? I said, I tell them that the mRNA technology for that vaccine is at least 25 years old. The vaccine specifically for COVID is new, but it's built on the science of mRNA that's at least 25 years old. And the other thing is, who do you think was president when that happened? None other than during the Trump administration, with Tony Fauci, you know, greasing the wheels in the background. The credit for that and the acknowledgement of that during the previous president's administration is gone. And instead, we now legislate against it. I cited the governor of Florida, who issued an executive order last year and now is trying to turn this into statute or legislate it, but has a number of prohibitions or things you cannot do in this legislation. And one of them is that employers or schools cannot require COVID vaccine. My point with the politics of it is that the politics should conform or align with the science and help us stop virus spread. These students really caught on because they're thinking in scientific terms.